So you want to show more confidence when speaking English. I understand your situation and I know I can help. So make sure to watch this video until the end because I prepared 5 tips that will help you achieve more confidence the next time you need to speak English. Well, to anyone, anywhere, anytime. If you don't know me very well, guys, I am Teacher Prix and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Every week, there's something new around here, so consider subscribing. And here in this channel, guys, I help pre-intermediate and intermediate students. And this is a tough level because if you want to show confidence, it's not simply about studying more lessons. That's not enough, okay? You also need to work on your communication. And that is not just the grammar or the vocabulary, it's more than that. Okay, it goes beyond the choice of words. And this is something that I'm going to cover here in this lesson to share you efficient tips that if you implement consistently, you will notice dramatic changes. Actually, people around you will notice how confident you are. Now, tip number 1. Your choice of words matter, and I wanted to start with this one because it is a problem at an intermediate level. Depending on the conversation you have, if you still resort to more basic words, it'll be difficult to show confidence because if you catch yourself using words such as, so I was like, while this is okay for a native speaker, because Priscilla, native speakers use them. Yeah, but they're not afraid of using them and they know how to balance the use of those words. For us, non-native speakers, we can come off as basic, okay? We may sound more basic. We may sound more unprepared for a conversation. So the more you advance, if you want people to see that that is happening to you, if you want to see that you are showing more confidence, your choice of words will impact the image you're trying to show, that you're trying to show to people when you're talking to them. And I'm not saying that you simply have to opt for advanced words and expressions and phrasal verbs. Simplicity always wins. But watch out for the repetition. The number of times you use the word good, the number of times you use the word, let's say, but, or bad, or so, or or the preposition like a filler sound. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm using them right now as I speak. But I also added a few different elements in my speech so that I can build up my confidence level and show you that it's possible to do the same. You just have to be more mindful of your choices because they will impact how people see you. There are other elements which I will cover, but this is the first one. So taking the time to study synonyms is key. You need to include this kind of practice in your study plan. Now, let's say, here's an example, a simple example. Let's say you work, you deal with customers, and you had a meeting. And this meeting was bad. Now, bad is very general, it's very open. This meeting could have been bad for many reasons. I'm not going to get into details of why the meeting was bad. What is my recommendation? Try to find some synonyms for bad. Maybe you don't need the word bad. Maybe you need a better word. For example, the meeting, it was not very productive. It was not a good meeting. It was not productive. Priscilla, this is not a synonym of bad. I know. I am well aware of that. But sometimes we tend to go to the basic options because we don't want to use something a little bit more sophisticated. Now, is productive sophisticated? No, it's a simple word, okay? But simple changes. Remember the repetition. If I repeat bad, 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 bad for everything, so maybe the meeting was not bad in your opinion because you didn't do much. You couldn't talk much about what you wanted to focus on. So it was not productive. Or it was rough. Maybe it was difficult. The customer had too many questions, interrupted you all the time. So it was rough. Oh, it was awful. Instead of saying it was bad and even terrible, which is okay, it's fine. But I would say, hey, it was awful. Oh my God, he couldn't stop complaining. It was rough. Or it was complicated. Oh, the meeting was complicated. He asked some questions that didn't make any sense. So instead of going straight to, oh, it was bad, that will make you decline your confidence level, okay? And you need to watch out for that. In this lesson, I am working on using different words, not complicated words, but different words from the usual so that you understand that this is practice. You need to include that in the way you study. But let's say the meeting was good. Oh, it was good. Is there something wrong with good? No, it's a good word. But the repetition will make you show less confidence. And confidence is about the way you present yourself and the words you use in a conversation. So I could use simple words, yes, but then I would have to make other changes in my communication style in order to show people around me that I am confident, that I believe in what I'm saying. We will talk about that here. Stay with me until the end. Now, let's say the meeting was good. Oh, it was terrific. We got the deal. Yes, the customer will do business with us. It was terrific. Really good, okay? Oh, Priscilla, but it was good. Here, I'm not necessarily giving you a straight synonym. I'm just making you think that there are better words. Don't simply stick to good or great. These are good options. Native speakers absolutely use them. But remember, you want to show more. You want to show more confidence. Your choice of words will matter. Another one, I knocked it out of the park. Wow, I did a great job. Huh? I knocked it out of the park. So this means you did it really well, okay? Oh, I knocked it out of the park. I got the deal. We got the deal well as a company. That's really good. Oh, Priscilla, it was fantastic. We got the deal. Fantastic. Fantastic is a synonym to great. It was fantastic. Much better. And with good energy intonation. That's important as well. Because if you have a weak intonation, oh, it was good, you will not convince anyone. So English fluency is also about intonation, especially to you and I, non-native speakers. Oh, Priscilla, it was very productive. He had some concerns. He had some questions. He had some concerns. Now, is it a synonym, an exact synonym to questions? No, it's not. But it's a good one. When you have a concern, when you're worried about something, you ask questions. I don't know. What do you think? This is a good idea. So they explain to you. So instead of saying, oh, he had questions. No, he had some concerns. Is this a good idea? What if something doesn't work? Will I really get the money back? These are all concerns, things you're worried about, that they become questions. So it's all about the choice of words. The more you advance on the journey to fluency. Tip number 2, working around a mistake or a difficult situation. This is more here than here. This is more psychological. The way you deal with a mistake, the way you deal with a difficult situation will help you boost your confidence, will help you show people around you you're confident, or it will destroy your reputation. Oh, she's always nervous. I can't call her because if I ask her to make this presentation, she's gonna panic, she's gonna freeze. So the way you handle difficult situations, the way you handle those mistakes will speak volumes of how confident you are. Okay, so building your confidence will require understanding, how to deal with mistakes and difficult situations. Let's say you're talking to your manager and you make a mistake and your manager corrects you. What is your body language? What is your facial expression? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. This is not a good reaction. This is not a positive reaction. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, that's true. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's it. Working around, that's what I mean by working around a mistake. Instead of saying, oh no, my English is not so great. I'm so sorry. No, thank you so much for your feedback. I appreciate it. But as I was saying, but moving on, pressing on. Working around. Don't give your manager or your colleague or your friend or your neighbor the time to think, oh, poor thing, she's not good. No, don't give them time. And how do you not give them time to think that? Your action, how you work around. Okay, let me do this again. Your action. So it's important to pay attention to that. And the key word here is do not diminish, decrease. Do not diminish yourself each time you make a mistake. Do not diminish your ability to speak because you have an accent. Do not diminish your ability to speak English because you make mistakes. If every time you make a mistake you diminish your abilities, it'll be impossible to show confidence. Okay? Tip number 3. Confident people work on clarity and speed. As a non-native speaker, if you truly wish to show confidence, you need to pay attention to your speed. That's what I wanted to say. Guys, confident people don't necessarily speak too fast. I am pretty confident in my job. I am pretty confident as a teacher. I don't speak that fast. To a beginner, I may sound fast, but all in all, I don't focus on speed, I focus on clarity. So in your study plan, you need to include exercises that will help you, speak more in a more organized way, in a more precise way. So it's important to understand that. Because clarity, what do I mean by clarity? This is connected to grammar. Because the more you advance, the more concise you should become. Speaking objectively, that's what I mean. So you need to be able to put your ideas across, to express your ideas. That's a phrasal verb, to put your ideas across in an objective manner. And this takes practice, and this is grammar practice, grammar and writing. You should include this. You should include this kind of exercise in your study plan. That's important. Grammar practice. You need to advance your grammar practice. When you're describing important subjects, you need to think of ways to connect the sentences in a more advanced way. And this takes practice. Not to mention, you need to include pronunciation exercises in your study plan to help you speak more clearly and confidently. Lower the number of times, the frequency you use filler sounds and filler words. This is something I'm constantly paying attention to here on my channel. Whenever I make a video, I start the video and I say to myself, Priscilla, remember filler sounds like yeah, yeah. Take it easy, girl. You can do this. Be silent, be chill. But if that happens, attitude, it happened, let's press on. Okay? The attitude is important. But now in my practice time, which I have, just like you should, in my study plan, I sit down and I organize exercises to work on shadowing, to work on pronunciation, to work on speaking clearly, bringing more advanced grammar lessons to help me communicate more concisely. And you should do the same. And by the way, I recommend that you get my study plan cycle. The link is in the description of this video. This plan, the idea of this plan is to help you organize the way you study. How brilliant is that? Now, number 4, and as usual, subscribe to the channel. That really helps, guys. You have no idea. Share, all of the things. Choose one thing to do today. Okay, that's all. Now, become a versatile speaker. Versatile. Yeah, I like that word. Guys, do you know anyone who comes across as very knowledgeable? I don't have glasses on, okay? I don't wear glasses. But do you know anyone that you look at that person and you immediately think, wow, she's so knowledgeable. She looks intelligent, or he looks intelligent. And when they start talking, they just confirm what you presumed. Okay, wow, they really are knowledgeable. Knowledgeable is a synonym for intelligent. See? That's what I'm doing today. I'm trying to show you that with simple choices, you come off as, wow, more intelligent, more knowledgeable, more confident. That's what I want you to do at the end of the day. So you need to become that person. I want you to become that person that when you walk into a room and you start talking, people immediately think, wow, look at that person. She started talking about this and that and that and this. And what is the point I'm trying to make? I'm not trying to say you have to know about every subject. You need to be a walking encyclopedia. You need to be a walking Google. Let's be more, you are a walking Google. You know everything. You're a robot, an AI. No, that's not my intention. But the point I am trying to make is nowadays our generation is empty. Empty in what sense? Empty content. Now our generation looks for empty content. Short videos on YouTube, short videos on Instagram, silly memes and funny videos. They're funny, they are fun, but they are empty content. And unfortunately, when we start talking to people, oftentimes we hear a lot of empty content. And I don't want you to be that person. I want you to be a better person. I want you to be a person that stands out. And how do you do that? By changing the way you study English. Yes. Read more information about different subjects. Listen to information connected to different subjects. I teach that in my study plan. Actually, this is something that I do with my students in my academy. My academy is different from my study plan. My academy is the complete program. And there I'm always giving my students very different subjects to help them improve their English and their versatility, so that they know what else to talk about. So they have different TV show activities and movies and short videos and discussions so that I make them more versatile. So that the next time they catch themselves at a party or making small talk, they know what to say. They have ideas. This is how you improve your English and your confidence level. And finally, eye contact. This may sound silly to some people, but it is the real deal. I oftentimes don't look at the camera as much because I am looking all over the place, looking at the numbers here. I don't feel the need to look at a camera when I'm speaking. But when I am with the person face to face, then I look at them in the eye. I make eye contact. There are studies that show that people who make eye contact show more confidence. We notice them, we perceive them. This is the study actually. We perceive the person looking at us more as confident when they make eye contact. So it's very important, okay, guys, to make eye contact because eye contact is non-verbal communication. And confidence is not simply about the choice of words, but your body language, your eye contact. So your boss corrects your mistake. What is your immediate body reaction? Do your shoulders drop? Oh. Do you look down? Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Even if you're saying thank you. Yeah, I forgot. Body language, eye contact. Oh, Priscilla, it's house. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. No shoulders down. Not looking down, looking away. Face your mistakes. Admit that you're wrong. Accept, appreciate the correction. Receive feedback with positive eyes. Look at people when they're talking to you. When you're making a presentation, look around in the room. Make eye contact with everyone. And if you make a mistake, keep it together. This is how you show more confidence when you speak English. And in the meantime, you practice, because your practice time is where you work on those mistakes. Because yes, you will make mistakes. You will have to improve. But these are the things we work in the practice when you're studying. Not in the real world. In the real world, you have to follow these tips. Make eye contact. Do not bring yourself down just because you make mistakes, just because you have an accent. And you keep working on your English. That's how you build up your confidence. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, share. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.